Well, hello everyone.
Hello.
Guess what today is?
Kinlee's 1 year update.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna be talking all about Kinlee, what she's been up to this whole year of her life.
I can't believe it's been a year.
Yeah, this year has just flown by. It's kind of ridiculous, huh, Kinlee?
Can you say hi? Say hi.
Has this year been the longest year of your life?
Good one.
Bad joke.
Yeah.
She liked it, guys. That's all that matters.
She approves. You approve, huh? Hi, Titi.
Sorry, get distracted by her cuteness.
All day. All day.
Yep.
Okay, so McKinley, let's run down some facts here.
Okay.
She turned 1 on the 15th, so it's been about 6 days. Yeah! She weighs about 15 and a half pounds. I don't know where she's at on the growth scale because her 1-year-old appointment isn't for a few more weeks, so we won't know that for
We'll
a
go
little
measure
bit.
her right after this. Hold her legs.
Feet together against the wall. That's right, Hi.
All right. Oh, oh.
Oh. Okay, I got it. She's just barely over there. She is wearing about 6-month clothing still. This outfit my mom bought her yesterday is 6 to 9 months, and it's super loose. She started crawling and the bottoms fell off.
Yeah. So she's pretty small.
She's little. She's not walking. Up until about a week ago, she wouldn't even like put weight in her legs. She just didn't want to stand. Oh, hi, baby.
Yep.
Hi,
She does this army crawl where she just like rolls with her arms and her legs, and she just gets around. And she's like, why walk if I can just crawl around?
Yeah, she doesn't crawl on all fours, but she's totally capable. She gets up on all fours all the time. Gets up on her knees. She can climb up on little things, like our little kid trampoline, huh?
Yeah.
But no walking yet, but that's okay, huh? You'll walk when you're ready.
Yep. Her first word was dad.
All of our kids' first word was dad. And I know everyone tells me dad is easier to say. I'm like,
Whatever.
I know.
Dads are just the best. Her second word was mom though, so.
No, I loved it. It kind of made me sad because my mom and Shelby were babysitting one day, and it's before she had ever said mom. And I guess she was kind of feeling a little sick, so she was crying, and Shelby said she was crying and just saying, Mom. And so that like made me happy and really sad at the same time, because I'm like, she said mom.
Yep. She's good at repeating words, so like randomly she'll just be like, 1. Or like,
Well, and she's been doing this today. Show him.
Say 1.
Are you 1?
1?
Show him. Camera shy.
1?
Show him.
Can you say 1?
Well, she repeats noises. It's not like she's full on saying the word, but the other day I was saying elephant to her and asked Cody, he was there. She made a sound that sounded like elephant. Like she makes noises to try to mimic us.
Elephant says?
Good job! Yay! Good job! She's so fun, you guys. And like you see, like some people ask us in the comments, like, does McKinley ever cry? Yes, she does. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Shadow. She does cry, but mostly. Who's Shadow?
She does cry.
She does, but it's mostly when she's hurt.
Yeah. So that being said, she doesn't ever really cry. Like you guys have seen and you commented, like she is so happy all the time, and she really is. She's just the happiest baby I've ever known.
I know, and I almost hate saying that because I feel like there's those parents who are just like, they're always happy, and it's almost like a bragging thing. So I never want it to come off that way, but that's just really how she is.
Yeah, she's just always happy unless she's hungry or sees food.
Well,
if she sees food,
doesn't cry.
it's
She
like
does. Give me the food.
You like food, huh? She can eat just nonstop. If you keep giving her food.
And she, luckily so far, is just like candy. She'll eat anything I give to her, so we're hoping to keep her that way. So she'll just be a great eater.
Yeah.
We see Shadow. Okay, so that's her little temperament and her eating. As far as sleep goes, guys, again, I'm not trying to brag or act like my kid is perfect, but she's a pretty dang good sleeper.
Yeah.
I'd say since she was 6 weeks old, this girlfriend sleeps through the night. Like she'll have her occasional night where she wakes up once,
Yeah.
but that hasn't happened in months. We put her to bed You guys see, we lay her down wide awake. We kind of trained her to do that. We lay her down wide awake, and she doesn't wake up till we all get up in the morning.
She's been so gentle with this cat. Like at first she was like scared of her because I think she didn't want to hurt her. And now she just like laughs at her. She doesn't even try to like hold her or anything. She just laughs.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is raining pretty hard out there.
But I have been joking because I'm just like, she knew. In my heart, I just needed a baby a little bit longer, so she's staying small and she's not walking yet on purpose. You hear the rain? And she's kind of starting to become a little bit of a mama's girl, which I'm okay with.
Huh?
Yeah. Where you going? I've seen someone ask, she got her ears pierced when she was 6 weeks old.
Yep.
We did that before she could really notice it, so she wouldn't be tugging on them and pulling them, so she'd be used to it.
Yep, she cried for like
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
If that.
Yeah, not even that. It's kind
Like
of,
the second it poked and she was done.
it's kind of awesome. We've had like her whole life documented pretty much. Up until like what?
We
6 weeks old?
We started vlogging when she was 4 weeks old. Our
4
first
weeks
video,
old.
she was 4 weeks old.
So, I don't know, it's awesome that we can see her whole life up until this point. So if you want to watch someone's whole life, go back and watch every vlog. But yeah, it's amazing seeing her grow and the changes that she's had. Like, just seeing her little personality. Yeah.
Well, and just her little sounds and everything. Like, it's crazy how even as a baby, girls are just so different from boys.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
She
Our boys
doesn't
are
want
kind of
guns
crazy.
and knives and...
Although she will play with them.
Oh yeah.
Because they're all around, but... What?
Yeah.
What? She had her little purse and cell phone all day today.
So Kinlee, what's your favorite color? We don't know yet.
Kinlee does have 6 teeth, I think. Let me double check. Oh, no, it's biting. She has 6 teeth. She has 2 on the bottom and then 4 on the top. It was super funny because her top teeth, she got the outer ones before the middle. So she looked like a little hippo for a bit until the middle ones came in.
Yeah, little vampire.
And I heard that's kind of rare because your middle ones always come in first. Yeah? Was it funny? Was it funny? It might be funny if she loses those ones first too. The side ones before the middle ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you. Oh,
Sure.
Something cute that she does when she takes her ball out, her headband, she tries to put it back on. Put it back on.
Can you put your headband on?
You try
Oh,
so hard.
so close.
So good,
So
Sissy.
close. I hope, yeah. Except I always put them on upside down.
You can't
I don't
with
think
this
this one is.
Yeah, this one's good. Yay!
We had to put her down. It's hard for a 1-year-old to sit for like 10 minutes.
Well, especially
this being held right here.
Yeah, especially because she's like, who are you guys talking to? I don't understand. I
What's
don't.
going on here?
She is super used to the camera though. We were laughing yesterday because she doesn't even look at it. She's just so
She
used
doesn't
to it
even
being.
acknowledge that it's there. Which is nice.
But we thought it would be fun to talk just a little bit about her birth really quick because we've never told her birth story. So, and that was just a year ago, pretty much. That's crazy. Is that not?
That is crazy.
Because like, I don't feel like she should be a year old yet, but I feel like I was not pregnant just a year ago. But I was.
Yep.
So, if you guys have watched Canyon's birth story, he was born right before Kinlee. You know that he came incredibly quick and it was a crazy, frantic, crazy scenario. So luckily my doctor and the nurses at our hospital here, they just listened to me and they trusted me because of how fast Canyon came. They said, your next is probably gonna come even quicker. We were nervous about that. Because we parked and we were holding Canyon 6 minutes later. So I was like, quicker? I'm not having a baby at home or in the car. Like, no, I can't do that. So
yeah.
I think I was really aware of my body and what was happening because the second I got that feeling, I wanted to go straight to the hospital because I'm like, I'm not having a baby at home or in the car.
Yeah, and she came just as quick.
She did, but
we were more prepared.
We were at the hospital for an hour before she came just because I knew what to expect. And like the first sign of, I have back labor really bad. So like that first sign of, whoa, that's a deep back contraction. I was like, we gotta go. And again, all of my babies, except Carson, because I was induced with him, it's like 2 in the morning every flipping
very convenient
time.
No.
Cool. So we get our stuff all ready, and of course our 3 boys are sound asleep in bed. So I call my mom. She brings my brothers over to stay with the boys while we go to the hospital. Again, I was kind of nervous, so we left super, super quick. But it was crazy because Cody was driving quick and I was like breathing through my contractions. And you guys know we live in the mountains, like top of the mountains. And so he's cruising on a dark canyon road and there was like 6 ginormous elk right off the shoulder. And I was like, oh, elk, like do not hit the elk.
That would be bad.
As I'm in labor, I would be so mad. So we got to the hospital. My mom and dad were there right after us. Maddie and Ryan were there like 10 minutes after we got there somehow. And you guys know they live in Draper, so they came from Salt Lake. And I started to get really nervous and feel guilty because I had just pulled everyone out of bed. It's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning at this time. And like as they got me in my robe, my contractions almost stopped completely. And I didn't tell anyone. I was like, oh crap.
False alarm.
Like I just woke everyone up. My poor teenage brothers are in my bed with my boys. Like, what is happening?
It's always a scary thing. Like,
Well,
okay, we're going. It's like, I think.
Well, and I was nervous. I was nervous just because I didn't want to wait too long. But then I was like, did I come way too early? It was like 10 minutes of me being like, well, crap, I'm not in any pain anymore. And then all of a sudden they started coming with a vengeance out of nowhere, just like Canyon. Like it went from 0 to 1,000 in a split second, where it was like doubling me over. And with Canyon, I obviously didn't have an epidural or anything for pain because it was so quick. And they said, well, do you want an epidural? Because it looks like we kind of have a little bit of time. And I was like, well, yeah, let's do it since we have time. Well, at that point, the contractions were so bad. We should not have done it. The contractions were so bad that if you've had an epidural, you know, you have to stay perfectly still. Like you can't move a muscle. So to stay perfectly still when you are in like excruciating pain is a little bit difficult. So I remember they had me at least hug a pillow and like round my spine out. And I was just like clenching every muscle in my body, trying not to move because I was having the worst contractions and they were like 30 seconds apart. So he literally put it's like the tube.
Yeah.
Well, they poke a hole and then they fish like a little tube in your spine. So he literally put that in me and like taped it on. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling a ton of pressure. And so the nurse came in and checked me and she was like, oh yeah, you're already at an 8. And I was only at a 3 when we got there. And then she took off her gloves and she goes to walk out in the hall. You guys, that was probably a 30-second window of I said to my mom, you need to tell her to come back in and check me. And from that 30 seconds, she was like, oh, you're crowning, you're fully dilated. So I don't know what it is, but my body, when it's go time, it's just like, here we go.
Baby's coming out.
Like, it just goes so fast. So obviously the epidural did nothing.
Epidural didn't work.
The epidural was in me for like maybe a minute and a half. No, I probably had it in me for 90 seconds when I was pushing. And again, it was so quick. I'm so grateful my doctor trusted me because so many doctors, they would get a call that she's at a 3 in the middle of the night and they'd say, well, call me when she's further progressed. But he just trusted me and he knew and he came right in immediately, which I'm so grateful for. And we didn't have time for stirrups or any of that. He seriously, like so casually sat sideways on the foot of my bed and just delivered McKinley.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was super chill. It was kind of awesome, like how just relaxed he was and just everything went so perfectly.
It did.
Even though it was rushed
so fast.
and just kind of chaotic.
Yeah, so like an hour the whole time from us getting there and like I had to change and check in and blah, 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 blah. So that's still pretty dang fast. Not as fast as Canyon, but still pretty dang fast. And I was so grateful because I had wanted my dad to be in the room for Canyon. And again, if you haven't watched that story, go watch it because that is hilarious in and of itself. My dad trying to get there to watch Canyon be born. There was one point where, because my dad I think was sleeping down in the lobby and he got a call like Kenzie's pushing. So he runs up and the room was kind of narrow and he had gotten stuck right at the foot of my bed and he did not want to be at the foot of his daughter's bed while she's giving birth. So you guys, there's a corner of the room like this, right? And I swear on my life, this is what my dad did.
We have pictures, I think, somewhere.
He was standing with his nose in the corner because he didn't want to embarrass me and I'm sure he did not want to see that. But when it finally, like a nurse moved out of the way, he rushed up to my head and I don't know. It was so special to me that he was able to be there and see McKinley be born. So that was amazing.
Yeah, and Kinlee came out perfect. Everything was 10 toes,
tiny.
10 fingers.
That hasn't changed. She weighed 5 pounds 11 ounces, so she was
Just a little
bitty,
girl.
and she had so much jet black hair. Like, she had a little mohawk, and then she ended up losing it all.
Yeah.
And you guys have seen, like, Christmas time, she was bald at Christmas.
It
So
all fell out because she like rubbed the back and it just thinned out.
It just thinned out, yeah. So she had a ton of hair at birth, but then it all fell out, and now it's finally coming back. But
Yeah.
that's the story of Kin.
Yep.
She's just the sweetest, easiest little thing.
Yeah, she's just brought so much happiness and just so much dynamic to our family. Like, we never had baby dolls in our house until now. Like, it's weird.
It's
Like,
so weird.
We'll go shopping and we'll see a pink shirt and it still kind of like startles me sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, why do we need pink? Oh. and I've got so used to saying the boys. I've always just referred to our kids as the boys.
So many people still do that, and I'm like, our kids?
Yeah, it's like, how are the boys? Oh, I mean, the kids, because we have a girl now and we love her so much.
We do. I could talk about McKinley nonstop because she's my girl. She's my only girl, and I think she's perfect to me, and I just love her with all my heart. But that's her 1-year-old update. Something that I do super regret, though, every single day I regret this and I hate it, is, you guys know we had been talking about vlogging way before we started. And I kept telling Cody, because I was pregnant, I'm like, well, like, I really would love to have a birth vlog. I would just love that. And because we hadn't started vlogging yet, we weren't comfortable really in front of the camera. And that's kind of a super, like, vulnerable time.
Intimate and, yeah.
And so it didn't happen. We don't have any video or pictures of Kinley's birth, which is crazy to me because we do of the boys who were born like 5 and 6 years earlier. But
Yeah.
that's something I regret. I wish so bad we would have filmed that and had that on video. I don't know, it's still kind of special because it was just for us who were in there. And it was me, Cody, my mom, dad, and Madison.
Yeah, so. And I don't know, I think it kind of is beautiful in a way because like our whole lives are on video now, and like we had that moment with her being born just all to ourselves.
Yeah, that isn't on video, so.
Yeah, so.
As much of a regret as it is beautiful, like Cody said.
But yeah, that's Kinley. 1-year-old update.
Ooh, that's crazy, guys.
Yep, we should grab her real quick.
Okay, go get
so
it.
she could say goodbye.
Yay, Titi! Oh my goodness, your pads are falling off. You're back! You're back! You want to say bye?
Say bye.
We love you so much. Where's you going? Where are you going?
Who's that?
Is that Kinlee? Look, is that Sissy?
Say hi. Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you.
Love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
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 Bye. I love you.
Say dad.
Mom.
Mom.
Yay! Yay, yay,
I'll let her have that one.
Say ha 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 ha. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't want it. You sharing this with me? Meow.